What's going on, y'all? It's your girl Boost Boswell with the bottom line. Touch base Tuesday. Glad I was able to make it in. I have the link up there if anybody wants to enter the stage this evening. It's called Touch Base Tuesday, and what I want to talk about is quit making stuff more than what it is. I try to stay positive. I really do. But the reality is, sometimes you just gotta come out and tell the truth. And I've seen situations and scenarios here on social media and just throughout life. I mean, I ain't new to this. I've been around long enough to experience some things and to see some things. So nothing new under the sun. But it's a lot of new mentalities, a lot of new behaviors that is a mess, for lack of a better word. Quit making stuff more than what it is the conversation of this evening. I hope your week has been started in a positive and in a productive manner. Wherever you are in the world, I hope that you've had some sunshine on your face and God has allowed some grace in your life and that things is going all right. But just in case you're going through a storm or you're going through something, I want you to know that you're still in control, that life will throw rocks and pebbles at you, and sometimes you can duck, and sometimes you can't. It'll hit you straight forward and knock you off your feet. But it is during those times that, no, you can get up and brush yourself off and keep going. We all stumble and fall, you know, it's called life. But many times, as a woman, and specifically African American women, I've done it and I've seen a lot of other people do it as well, making things more than what they are. Where is that? I need to find. Just a second. Try to turn on this iPad because I cannot. I don't know what happened to my settings. But anyway, prime example of somebody making things more than what they are is Ashanti, the singer Ashanti, very attractive R&B singer, pretty successful within her profession. Throughout the years, she's been able to sustain a positive following. Had many, many years of dating Nelly, the rapper, and they love relationship was, America's sweetheart, if you will. People love to see them together. Thought it was very positive and wanted to see them win. Fast forward, after dating for many years, he quit dating her and started dating a young lady by the name of Chantel Jackson, who used to um, was the girlfriend of Floyd Mayweather, and basically Nelly and Chantel got together and left Ashanti and Floyd behind. Um, I know it was devastating for Ashanti because she loved Nelly. She spent a lot of years with that man, wanted to marry him. You don't you don't give that kind of time to somebody and not love them and want better. So think Nelly and Chantel was together for 7 years. Fast forward, their relationship ended after 7 years, and then here recently, within the last year, less than a year, Nelly and Ashanti have started dating again. And you have all these people on social media saying, oh, how much he loves her, and, and he just crazy about her and all these kind of things, and she crazy about him, which I believe she crazy about him. But my point is, quit making something more than what it is. And I left a comment because somebody said something about, oh, how he's just so into her, and his smile and stuff, being with her. If it was that the case, he would have never left her and was with the other chick for 7 years, and not being negative. But my point is, we got to start living in reality, because this is how us as women get set up for failure and disappointed, and we go through these traumas, these heartbreaks, and it's not easy to heal and come out of these things. A lot of women develop symptoms from bad relationships, from aches of the heart. Your heart is a fragile, very critical thing that you have to protect and nurture. It needs that nourishment. And when it's constantly butted up against stress, depression, anxiety, bad health and eating, it begins to deteriorate. People don't understand how traumatizing bad relationships are to the heart. And I think we own a great part of that, because we make things a lot more than what they should be. Um, I believe in love. I believe in all the beautiful things that go with loving someone. But we can't be so consumed with it that we start making up these unrealistic fantasies in our mind. And when the relationship deteriorates and ends, we are devastated. And it impacts us mentally, physically, and financially. And we have this uphill battle to climb. And sometimes, unfortunately, people aren't able to recover. It's happened more times than not, and it's happened before, it's happening now, and it will happen again. And I want to caution you, my friend, to quit making things more than what they are. We put people on pedestals. There's only one pedestal, and his name is God. Anything else is ground level. Quit setting yourself up for heartbreak and failure. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to your family. And many times, a lot of children carry on that trauma with you. We get so consumed um, in these relationships that we take on other people's identity, and we let them feed us lies and manipulation and gaslighting. But there's this thing called discernment, or these little internal flashlights, red lights, that's telling you, hold up, listen. And we blow right through them and don't pay attention. I want you to start paying attention. I want you to start being fully aware and present, and understand that sometimes we shouldn't go there. Sometimes we need to walk away. Sometimes we need to call people out when we know they lying in our face. See, people will start to go along to get along because they don't want to deal with the reality that I don't need to be in this mess. And then instead of addressing and dreading the fact that, okay, it's just going to be me again, we stay in situations and we try to buy ourselves times, or trick our minds to think that we can change something. And look around, it's hard to steer and get kids in order. What in the heck you going think you're going to do with a grown, full-blown person? It ain't going to happen. And it's time that we quit playing these games and continuously lying to ourselves so we can get well. Um, if you want a different result, you will have to do something different. That is a fact. There is no way that you are going to be able to experience something new by doing the same things that you've always done. Life doesn't work that way. Sorry, hun. You have to be honest with yourself. It's that simple. Tell the truth and accept the truth. See, we can speak good game. I know a lot of sister friends, she can break it down. She can tell you exactly what's going down. But when it's time to address or implement, she's a coward or she's not equipped or not willing to address a lot of the mess that's going on in her life. She's sacrificing valuable time, precious relationships. Because if you're at that stage where you still have kids at home, that your children don't know and feel all the things that's going on, they know at a very, very young age, they can feel the, the energy. They can read a room. A lot of times we don't give children the credit that they do. You sacrificing in relationships. And one day you're going to regret it. I'm going to tell you what I know. You got to get your mind, your heart, and your soul under control. Quit making stuff more than what it is. It's that simple. We pour so much into people looking for a reciprocation of behavior. And the reality is, a lot of people don't give a damn about you. They just there to receive, and they going to take all that you got to give until you don't have any more to give. And then when you need someone to fill it up your cup, that's when you're going to truly learn what's up, because they ain't going to be around. Sometimes you got to let people grow up, step back, manage and handle your affairs, your mind, handle your personal space, and allow life to mature people before they can return and you allow grace. We want to always be present. We want to always be a part of something. And sometimes we just need to walk away. I want to be honest. But it takes courage, it takes skill, it takes discipline, it takes willingness to say, enough of this, I'm out of here. A lot of people don't and won't do that until they are forced to. And the best way I can describe it is walk away while it's pretty. Don't allow it to become ugly. It's not necessary. I've learned that throughout the years of my life. I've learned that throughout the course of sacrificing my heart and my mind for bad, toxic, unworthy relationships and situations. I learned my value, and I'm trying to teach some of y'all to learn it earlier than I did. Don't wait. Don't put off for tomorrow what you can handle today. If it ain't right, if it don't feel right, then it ain't. It's that simple. Quit fighting nature. Quit fighting common sense. Quit fighting reality and learn to live in it. It will save you so much time, my friend. I want more and more of us to win. I want people to know that, yeah, there are people out there that will play with your mind. They will play with it every time you hand it over to them. And that's one thing that you don't hand over is your mind. Be very guarded and careful when you hand over pieces of your heart. You don't hand it over. People have to earn that. A lot of times we don't take the time to really get to know somebody. Many times we don't take the time for people to really get to know us. We don't take the time to set expectations and to develop into long lasting, loving relationships. We blow right in them and establish, oh, my heart feels something, so I love them. No, it's time to move differently. It is definitely time to move differently because the world is different. And I want people to become more emotionally and mentally healthy. There's so many people that are not healthy. Don't let it be you. Don't let it be you. See, the truth of the matter is this. Everybody want to deal with the pretty, but in order to get to the pretty, you got to deal with and address the ugly. I bring a lot of the ugly truths forward because I ain't made this stuff up. It is what it is. I see it every day. I done been through some of it and I done watched a lot of it. And it ain't going away. It's a matter of how will you navigate through it. I'm trying to pass on some wisdom so life will allow grace. People so consumed with these my lessons and I'm gonna learn them. A fool will go through something that they didn't have to. Why would you want to? I listen, I learn. And if I can navigate and take a different path or avoid it at all costs, then why wouldn't I? I like the better side of life. I like smiles and laughter. So, not the fake plastic smiles and laughter, the authentic, the gut wrenching, the thank you, God, today was a good day experience. That's the experience in the daily life I want you to live. But you got to want it. I can't want it for you. All I can do is continue to come out here and encourage you and support you and tell you what I know. What happens once I put it out there, only you control. I hope and I pray that you hear me. If not you, share this with somebody. Everybody knows somebody going through something. If you haven't, like and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. Throw a thumbs up. It don't cost you nothing. I tell the truth around here. When I look out here, it ain't enough authentic people, and I have lived enough, seen enough, and helped enough, and been helped enough to where I have to stay committed to what God told me to do. Many people don't believe in spirituality. It ain't a debate over here. You ain't gonna move me. God is real and he saved me. I invite you to get on your knees and to talk to him and to get a relationship. And if it don't come as quick as you want it, to continue to pray and to speak out and ask and cry upon him for a relationship. He'll he'll make his presence known. You'll know that when it happens. That's all I can tell you. It's a beautiful thing when God intervenes. It's a beautiful thing when you start to listen. When you understand life more, it becomes a blessing. A lot of people out here just wilding out and have no sense of direction, no self respect. Some people are tricking themselves out because somebody then fooled them to believe that they are more than what they are. Ain't nobody worth self sacrificing, my friend. Ain't nobody worth you lying to yourself. We all have made mistakes and it is okay. Just do not continue to make the same mistakes. It is not worth it. It ain't worth it. You deserve more than that. And I want you to know that you are in control. It's just about a decision. It's about what do you really want to do? It's all up to you. But the truth of the matter is, you worth more than your bad decisions. You worth more than them toxic, abusive relationships. I want you to start to believe that and go after what's important. Soft Life Podcast on Saturdays, mostly Saturday evenings. I want you to join me. We talk about real life situations. We talk about current events as teachable moments. You need to have a community of people that can give honest, authentic feedback. Bottom line, with Bruce Boswell can help you out with that. Subscribe to the channel. I'm wishing you much love, blessings, encouragement, prosperity, and God's blessings. It's time to get real and heal. And the truth of the matter is, we need each other and we can get well together. I'm Bruce Boswell, your host, inviting you to become a part of this community where it's authentic, it's honest, and it is necessary in a world that is truly unrealistic and unhealthy. I want you to be a part of something positive. We all need somebody, and I need you to be a part of this community. We going forward with or without you, but I want you to be with us. Come on in and join us. Saturdays, Soft Life Podcast. Meet me there, beat me there. Have a good night.